be having that, can we, Jessie?
No.
No, we can't be having that. Well, hello there, Mr. Wesker. You want to be on the YouTube? Come here. Come here. Let's get you up. Oh. Say hi to YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. All right. Okay, so what bars are we making today? We're making 5 and 38 and 1 and 40 and 16 and 12 and 2 are 26, and then we are making, let me see if I can flip this around. We are making a number 11, a big old cooker of it, because we have to have a lot of that during the summer. So over here we're going to get started first though. And oh, I've got this thing. There we go. I had it right. All right, I'm gonna pull you back at first, and we're gonna get some done. Have you got the stick blenders ready?
Yeah, this one, and I'll put that one up over there by the number 11.
Oh, okay. All right. So we gotta get gloves on, girl, and eye protection. She says, "Darn it, I forgot." Mine, I think, is right here, but I don't have no gloves.
I got the gloves.
All right, she's got the gloves. She says, "I got the gloves." And now, the other eye protection's back there. Now I look classy. I got a rash. I was out at Cave-In, and people were spraying bug spray all over themselves. And like, I ran away from them, right? So I stayed good clear. I'm allergic to that stuff. And then I sat down in the chair and I was putting on my foot gear, and somebody got right behind me because they didn't know I was allergic, and they started spraying that stuff, and I couldn't get out of the chair because I was all tangled up with my gear, and I got that stuff on me. Oh, don't you hate it? I'm so tired of this rash. Anyway, so it's healing up. Where's the gloves? Oh, I thought she was bringing me gloves. So, we get some gloves on, and we're gonna put bentonite clay in soap today. Woo! Oh, you know it works better when you plug in the cord. And we're just making pudding, basically. We want it to look like custard. And you can even do a couple of stirs, you know, right up here on the top and stuff when you stick blender off. Just make sure you got it down to the last little drop. I'm gonna bring you over. You're fixing to be cranked up. Here you go. happen.
Nope.
And if you set it upright and then turn it back, it seems to work to get the last little bit out. Stick blender. Always submerge the soap blender. Alright. And basically we're just going to do it until we have a solid custard and we don't have no little shiny swirls. Those shiny swirls is lye water that hadn't been blended or oil that hadn't been blended. I hadn't tested it to find out, but I know it's one of them. Alright, so now I've got my stick blender in here and I can move her on down the line. Swirls on top of there, that's where it's not blended. And now, I don't know if you can see them, but there's still little bitty swirls going along here on top, and you have to do it until you see that all those little swirls are gone. All right, you do that one, and I'm going to check on number 11. Okay, now we're going to do number 11. See, we can't let those things get unsubmerged, them holes. I unplugged one of them crocks to plug the stick blender in. I like having a stick blender that has the ability to just push the little button and it go dropping down in there, so it's easier to get it to the sink without spilling lye water all over everything. And I'm putting this on 150, but you got to watch this like a hawk. It'll actually burn the soap around the edges. Because it doesn't have that thick crock pot. It's a metal pot that's coated, and I'm sorry I kicked the camera tripod. So anyway, so we'll come back and check these. Okay guys, I'm gonna wheel you in, and let me try to drop you down too. Hang on. You know, they're going into the deep abyss. Hang on. All right. Now, if you can see those little bubbly things creeping right there around the edges, let me get you over here on this side. See that? That's where it's fixing to start burning. So I'm going to drop the temperature down just a couple of notches. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to stir it. And it's stuck right there. Just a little. It's gelling. This right here, you have to stir a lot because this is so thin. The heat is different the way it works, and it cannot just be left unattended for any period of time. It has to be stirred often through the whole process. All right, and so now we'll put the lid back on her and keep it a-brewing. Okay, now we're going to do the tic-tac-toe because it's went into gel.
I always go around the edge first.
And then we dig out the center. And that is so that it can breathe and will not boil over on our butts because we don't want boiled over soap, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay, guys, see where it's bubbling here? This is gel, which is hard or firm custard, and this is hot bubbly soap, and that's where the lye is dying now, and here is where the lye is still active, so I gotta wash my finger. But this right here is what it will all turn into. When this happens, we stir. Yeah, the kids said, somebody said, there's a chihuahua just went by and skidded by. And so I went out there and I chased it down the alley, and another car stopped and helped me catch it up. And once there was two of us, he just stopped and let us get it. And it's in there eating cat food like no tomorrow. And I guess y'all all heard that. I've got a rescued chihuahua. I know good and well it looks like somebody used it as a breeder dog, didn't feed it worth a flip, and then throwed it out when they got tired, when they got done with it. It's older. Mm-hmm. And it looks like it don't have no teeth from malnutrition. So I put water on its feed. I'll show y'all guys the dog in a few moments, but we're letting it have some time with some water and food right now in the back. It's eating cat food though. Well, I guess extra salt, that'd be good for it. All right. Moving on up to the sky. I'm gonna look and see what that is. What that is, who that is. Hey, Kitty.
Here's your screwdriver.
Oh, thank you, Dad.
I took mine off. That's it.
the soap back in there.
Yep, scrape all the soapsies back in there and clean off the edges, which she'll do next. Because if you don't clean off the edges, that soap will turn hard and crispy, and then it'll fall like little white chunks in your soap and make those white specks that everybody doesn't like. Although I think a little bit of them makes it look natural and
Actually,
and
we had a
rustic.
lady come in the other day, asked how we got that in there.
How did we do that? How do you do that? How do you get them white chunks in there?
All right. This one's starting to just...
My phone has been ringing off the hook. All right, guys. All right, now we still got some gel, and this takes a lot longer to cook, this bar number 11, because it is a slow, these things here, you can't put them up over 150 or it burns the soap. If you ever want to see soap burn, put it on higher heat in one of these things. But we're going to start blending it around so that the gel will come out of gel faster by mixing it with the already bubbly hot soap. And so that's what we're doing with bar number 11. And then over here, hang on, I got it turned wrong. Our soaps have cooked, and we're fixing to put the super fats in. And hey Nicole, it'll be just 1 second. All right, so I was just doing a video, and you can see we've got the butt crack going right here in the crock pot for the soap, and that means that we've come into, and we're nice and glossy and Vaseline, so now we're ready for super fats. And so we're going to do that next, guys. Okay, guys, we are getting ready for it, and spatula and spoon, and this one here is our eucalyptus and peppermint, and we use rosemary. It's a double batch, so it's 2 tablespoons of rosemary in our super fats. And if you'll stop that and then come in behind me, I'm gonna move your direction. So and when I move over, just come in from behind me and stir. And I've got a fresh spoon right there for that one.
I've got one.
Hello? Hey. Make it quick. I don't know. When y'all come in to get it for the thing, we'll talk about it, but I'm doing a video and we're doing soap. And I'm at a critical stage, so I've got to let you go this second. Bye. Alright. Okay, so this one was going to be number 12. But we realized that Megar's only made 1 crock pot of number 5. She didn't make the clear crock pot. We did 1 with no color and 1 with color. So we decided to skip number 12. But it's already got a little bit of turmeric in it. So we're going to have orange and yellow swirl instead of orange and clear or no color. So orange and white. We're going to have orange and yellow. So this is going to be number 5, and I'm going to take this number 12 sticker off so that we don't get messed up on that. And then here, of course, is the other side of number 5. And I am going to pull out, and so that has turmeric in it. It was supposed to just have a teaspoon, but I think she forgot, and I think she put in 2 tablespoons. I talked to her about that. She did that once before. We don't make bar number 12 often, and number 12 gets just a teaspoon of turmeric, and it makes it a real light yellow color. And as y'all can see, it looks a bloody murder orange, which means it will be a bright yellow. So it looks like we're gonna have bright yellow and bright orange soap. And them's the breaks, because we're out of 5. So 5 is going to be temporarily altered to have some turmeric in it. But you know, you just got to go with the flow with life. You just can't cry over spoiled milk. You just got to take your lemons and make lemonade. Ain't that right? Mm-hmm. That's right.
I'm getting my workout today.
That's right. You just take your lemons and make lemonade. And so, there you go. All right, so now that number 12 we don't need, but the number 38, she puts these stickers on the plastic wrap that she puts on top of the super fats. So I'm gonna put that 38 up here so we can lay it on top of the crock pots so we know what it is. Let's see, and this is number 5. Ooh. And now is this the number 5 yeah, because we needed 2 of those number 5s, and so now we have 2. And here is a spoon for that. All right. There we go. And then so as you can see, it's what I called a bloody murder orange, which will go yellow with the turmeric. And look how pretty that green is. That green is awful pretty. Rosemary gives a light green with black specks. And then this is the annatto seed, which you can pick up at Walmart. It's a Spanish spice. Never get the unground seeds. I don't care how good your grinder is, annatto seeds will not grind well. And so you have to buy it already in a powder form if you want a powder. All right, so now I'm gonna put you right here. And now this is our bee porridge soap. This has a lot of honey, a lot of bee pollen, and it has beeswax in it. And if you would, this is our beeswax. This beeswax is from the beekeeper. It is not beeswax that you just buy factory. It comes straight from the bee man, so it smells like a beehive, and that adds to your soap. If you would please take a break on that one and run in there and put this on 3 minutes, and with the lid just laid on top. And I think you'll need to turn the little switchy on for it to operate. And with that one, we're going to use Central Depot's honey fragrance and organic oats. A cup. In here, there is like 1/4 of a cup of bee pollen and I think 1/2 cup of honey. And this is for a double batch. Remember, I'm doing double batches, so you would divide that in half. And so, and the honey comes from the bee man, and the bee pollen comes from my local bee man. And so, there we go.
And the beeswax.
Yeah, and the beeswax comes from my local bee man. And so it gives, and like we can just use this spoon. I don't think it'll melt.
It shouldn't smell.
Right, so there you go. So I'll leave that one with you next. And we got our 40. And after you stir this up, well actually, just go ahead and poke those in there. And we'll go ahead and put our oats in there. Ooh.
You really want me to get strong, don't you?
Yes. You're getting your kayaking muscles out. Ooh. How often do you go kayaking?
Every weekend.
Who was a good influence on you?
Kayaking?
Yeah. I remember, I thought you said something about you saying getting out and being active, and you thought that you and Toby would be really good to get out and get active, but that's the way I remembered it.
Yeah.
So I decided I was a good influence on you.
Yeah.
Did you know I've had 2 people see my post on Facebook that live here local, and they're going to ride with me to my grotto meeting, and they're going, and one of them's going caving with me tomorrow, and we are. We're going to go dig a hole up that I found and see what's in it.
Oh, cool.
I know, it's blowing air really good. And so now let me just explain that, guys. What that means is that you find this little hole, okay? And when you put your hands over it, cold air is blowing out of it like
a fan.
If it blows, it goes. Now, you may get down in that hole and there's cracks and crevices where that air is coming from, and you personally cannot get through those cracks and crevices, so therefore you can't go. But if it blows, it goes. So I'm gonna go dig a hole up tomorrow that I found, And we're gonna see where it goes and if we can fit through and if it's got big rooms or little rooms or how big it is. But we know it's a blowing. So if it blows, it goes. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. And pictures on my Facebook. So anyway, so I'm so excited. I've got 2 people local that's gonna start caving with me.
This one smells good enough to eat.
Yes, it does.
It smells like honey oatmeal.
Yes, that is like one of my favorite soaps, and you know, it has the honey fragrance.
It's really moisturizing too. I've used this soap.
Yeah,
It's good.
yes, it is. It's awesome for you.
It smells awesome.
Bar number 40, the bee porridge. Bee porridge. All right, so now this is number 1, and number 1.
That one gave me a workout.
Number 1 is getting bentonite clay now, because bentonite clay helps to pull impurities out of the system, and bar number 1 is for people who have poor immune systems and need a soap that works good for them and their skin. And she accidentally dropped a little bit of the bentonite clay in the superfats, and then she remembered that she was supposed to put it on the side. And so she did. Can I hand that to you?
Yes.
All right. And so we also have the bentonite clay here. And we're still recording? Yeah, we're still recording. And so the woohoo! I guess I was a little overzealous with that. All right, so I'm gonna leave that to your patient hands to stir. And keep working here. And I know people wanting to see. And we used to color it with coriander, but people fussed that it was too scratchy. And a lot of people with you know, with immune system issues, autoimmune diseases, you know, herpes, AIDS, a lot of cancers, a lot of things, they've got really fragile skin, and we can't be having something scratchy. So then we switched to slippery elm powder, but then it looked just like bar number 11. So we said, okay, we got to do something about this. So we changed it to the
Even after I've mixed it, you still come up with powder.
Yes, and the bentonite clay pulls out impurities in the skin.
Just like activated charcoal?
Just like activated charcoal. It's very great for, a lot of people take it orally as a cleanse.
Like a detox?
Yeah, like a detox. And we actually sell a detox out there that all it is bentonite clay and sweetener and water.
The green detox out there, the green bottle?
I think so, yes.
Wow.
And so, but a lot of people take it in pill form. A lot of people take it in the powder, just eat the powder, or put the powder in a drink, like a fruit juicy or something they're making. Whoop. And so, that is the bentonite clay. All right, so, I know, y'all are tired of being bounced around. Kick me in the butt, guys.
I'm still coming up with powder in it.
Yep, it takes a lot of stirring on that. All right, and so now this is bar number 16. What does that say? Oh, that's the soup. I see essential oils for bar number 1. I thought that was pine tar.
It's real dark like pine tar.
All right, so now this one has argan oil and avocado oil in it, and it don't have coconut oil in it. It's got shea butter, and it's got cocoa butter in it, and plus it is heavily superfatted, higher in strength than any of my soaps except for the 5 Kinds of Heaven. It actually has the same superfat list as the 7, and the 7 gets oats and doesn't get any smell, but bar number 6 is patterned after a soap that I saw online a woman was making, and it has
You mean number 16?
I mean bar number 16, and it has what is that stuff it has in it? It has lang lang in it, but it has that licorice smelling stuff. Oh, I have to remember now. I know. Hang on a minute. Aniseed, that I sometimes call anise seed if you don't watch out, because it's just too close for me. My brain don't work that way. It don't work good enough for that. All right. So now here we're doing bar number 26, And this one is the
Gigolo Joe.
Gigolo Joe. And you sell a lot of Gigolo
I sell a
Joe.
lot of Gigolo Joe.
And we just made the Gigolo Joe, and then what happened?
We had an order for 20 bars online.
We had an order for 20 bars online, so
We're making Gigolo Joe again.
so we're making Gigolo Joe again, and everything. And so let's see. I need. Oh yeah, right there. So one of these is supposed to have color in it, but I told her I would do it. And so, and one of them don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump the non-color one. What? Oh, did you get some hot soap on you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry.
That's like lava, guys. If you haven't ever done it, you can literally feel your skin melting off.
Make it sound horrible, Jessie. She said, it is.
It's horrible. You can't see it yet, but it's gonna blister.
Oh, that's soap. I was thinking, like, your skin's peeling up. That was
See, I told you.
That was the soap. I thought she meant her skin was gonna peel off. You meant the soap.
That's the way it feels.
Oh, that's the way it feels.
It really does feel like your skin's peeling off. It's just melting off the bone. Like molten lava.
They'll never make soap now. We're trying to get them to make soap.
Well, that's good. They can buy more of ours.
Okay, all right. You don't know how many people ask me, why do you teach people how to make soap? Don't you want them to buy from you? And I was like,
You can't make soap for everybody.
I can't make soap for everybody, but some people want to make it and some people want to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I teach the ones that want to make it how to make it, and the ones that just want to buy it and they're too busy to make it, then I have it right here available for sale.
Look at it. It really got me.
Ooh, I ain't never got burnt like that on soap. Never.
They're really
All right, that's
nice
about
today.
2 tablespoons, and if you get one of them little bitty whisks.
I forgot about the puppy.
Yeah, I gotta show him the puppy. I found it at home.
Oh, good. I
They're
didn't think you were going to. Poor little thing. He's so ugly.
Some people come in to get him, and show him what you're doing here. You're blending up the the activated charcoal, which is 2 tablespoons for a double batch. So if it was a single batch, you'd use 1. Into the super fats so that it's good and liquefied, so that it will blend well with that there soap.
Yep. All right, it's going in.
It's going in.
Ready, guys?
And do we need a spoon?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if we we may have to wash one. Let's see.
Surely we ain't got them all.
I know, but I thought about every spoon. Here's an old spoon I don't like. Might fall apart on you, but we'll get you started.
Okay.
See, it has this plastic
Oh, yeah.
handle, and it's got rivets right here, and soap is just too hard on them cheap spoons.
Pour the black bar,
Yep.
which looks like you put octopus ink in it.
Octopus ink?
Yeah. Is that not what that looks like to you?
Yeah, it does. You're right. And all these crock pots are off,
But they are super hot.
but they are super hot. I was a little bit late getting started with the super fats. I was on the phone with the people about my labels. I think I bought the wrong size label.
You think that's what it was?
I think I did.
Size we always buy, I thought.
I don't know.
They look the same size.
I know. I've got to find one of those sheets where you peel them labels off and look at the orientation of it. But anyway, I got on the phone with her and I decided that I just need to check it out a while, and I had to finish this video, and I couldn't put the super fats in it until I turned on the camera, because y'all guys would kill me if I didn't let y'all see this part, right guys? I know you're all shaking your head going yes. All right, so there's that, and we got soap a-brewing. All right, so now we're going to use our thermometers here to get this down to 160. We're going to stir it often to get the hot soap from the bottom up on the top. Keep the sides straight down well. Oh, and I better go check that wax. I Hey, I'm gonna put this on, just pull it back like this, and you just keep stirring all these soaps and while they wash. Here is our melted wax. I know it's just a little bitty spot of it that's not melted.
This one? No, it's this one.
And so let me work on getting that in there. Either it melted and it was already hardening up or something, but I don't want to get the non-melted soap in, beeswax in there, because that is not hot enough to melt this stuff. This stuff is hard to melt, and so I'm gonna go put that in the microwave for just a few minutes more and get the rest of that melted and bring it back to her. I'm gonna put the camera where they can see. Try not to block. Hello, how you doing? I'm good. Awesome. I'll be right with you. We're making soap today.
Don't worry about it.
They are.
Okay, well, I just want to make sure.
They are.
Do y'all have a, something that's the equivalent of Peace and Calm?
Peace and Calm. Now we have the, Feel Good. Let me make sure. I know we have one. I just don't remember what we call it. Hey, Kim.
Yeah.
What old blend is it that's like Peace and Calm? Is it? It's the Feel Good. We do have it. Yeah. The bottle is this one.
I know y'all just been abandoned. So there's the last little bit of it, and then just throw this container away. There ain't no sense in ever trying to salvage it when you're using the Bee Man's wax. That stuff sticks like glue to everything. Gosh, that smells good.
But yeah, a whole bunch of stuff that's good for calm and soothing.
Now, as you can see, this is a no-no because the sides have not been scraped down.
Lemongrass.
And we got to keep our sides scraped down.
Do y'all want to get it?
Yeah. And I'm glad you didn't ask me about it, that way I can
And we're putting our lids on halfway.
As soon as we get done, we're doing the very last critical stages of all this part.
Okay.
So, the section is going to be on that way I can.
Okay.
Did you find the recipe for that?
The Feel Good?
Yes.
No.
It's on one paper sacks.
Okay.
I'll just try to come back tomorrow.
Okay. I'll have it ready
All right, so now we've got our lids ajarred and everything's cooling off. And now I'm going to show you Stink Pot. I did find him a home. Come here. Come here. He's 8 till he's about to pop. But say somebody throwed me out and I'm malnutrition bad. The bones are just sticking out everywhere. And so I know, but say Mama Kim found me a home. Nice lady that lives by herself. I mean, lives at home, doesn't work, and her husband are going to come back and pick her up after they get groceries. Say bye bye.
Is this one?
Well, I'll have to look at the list, but that looks like it. All right, bye everybody. Okay, guys. Now, while it's cooling, you get this crispiness on the top, and if you don't stir it often enough, start on that end. When it gets crispy, you will get a hard layer on the top, and it will just ruin your soap from molding. And then also by stirring it, you're getting the heat out of it, because that crispy layer keeps it from cooling. Make sure they're off. They're supposed to be off.
Yeah.
And I found some white soap over in the corner on this one.
I stirred that one too. Those light colors, it's hard to see the white in them.
And we're going to stay with it and try to get it done faster, so I'm going to leave the lids off. But when you leave the lids off, you got to stir it all fun. I mean, not just a little bit. You got to stir it regular. But it makes it quicker when you take the lid off of it, but I don't recommend it right from the get-go. I recommend you let it cool a little bit before you completely take the lid off. And you stir it. If you stir it up, it confuses the thermometer and it cannot lie. That's what I always say. So we're looking at about 180. So we still got to knock it down 20 degrees. So we're going to stir like crazy. I know. Jesse's like, oh my God, you're about to kill me. Oh yeah, I was coming in behind you. I was going to stir some. And there's the pretty bentonite clay, non-colored soap, and the 26 activated charcoal, one without color and one with. And now let's check the temperature on the 16 here. I don't know why my camera is tilted. It's just, oh, there it is. It was like this. It was like y'all were having to hold your head sideways. Oh, turn it off. It's melted now. The super fats? Okay.
I'm going to unplug that because it gets so hot. I'm going to start on this oil lamp again.
Getting them all set out for me?
No, oh yeah.
Looks like we've got one ready though. And,
I'll fix it and you can go make the whole thing.
alright, go ahead and get the essential oils though laid out for that feel good, and then I'll get it started. With this one, you put the blocks of soap in first, and this is 6 bars of soap that have been cut up into squares, and You can do the squares a little smaller than that. Jessie did these squares, and that's a little bit bigger than we normally do it, but it's too late now, and that's fine. But what happens is when you put the bars of soap in there, they're cool, and so it makes the soap cool down really fast, and you have to really work it to get them all in there. And the bigger the squares are, a little bit harder on the molding. And so now we've done that, and so now we're going to check the temperature. If you put it in I like to put it in at 170.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you want me to put this smaller?
No, it's too late now. I didn't dump them in when I noticed it. And so that right there should cool this down. If you put them in, it was at 175, but these squares were big. But if you put them in too cool, they'll melt and make smeary places in your soap. Okay, so this one here, I'm gonna put the essential oils in. I need a spatula. Have we washed any? Oh, here's one. No, it's got soap on it. Wash me a spatula.
Well, I'm washing some.
Uh-huh. And it should drop down to 160 really fast, which that happened as well here. And now we're going to mold. We're going to start in the essential oils. You cannot put the essential oils in first and then put in the squares. It makes it too cool, and the squares, it just won't accept the squares. The soap's just too cool to blend the squares in good. So I found that the squares got to go in first, and then the essential oils. And you put, and if I put the squares in it right at 160, then it gets too cold to mold it by the time you get the essential oils in. So 170, 175, put in your squares. The smaller the squares, the cooler you want it. The bigger the squares, like here 175, it could tolerate because the squares were bigger. And then it's harder to get the essential oils blended in because of the squares. But you just keep working with it. Be gentle. Don't be harsh on it, or you will, your squares will start smearing. So you just be gentle and take your time with it. Boy, that smells good. And of course, this is our lotion bar, bar number 16. And we put the black African soap and bar number 9.
And bar number 10.
And bar number 10 in here, which is green, black, and orange. I've tried putting swirl soaps in here, and it just don't look right. You need a solid color square. I had there's my a spoon. And so now we're going to take and twist it and try to pull a few of the bars, the cute cubes, up on top to give it a pretty appearance. I got soap in my shoe. Did you rub across the bottom of it, see if anything? There's nothing there? Ah, you feel it.
It's a piece of paper from a sticker from a container.
There we go. Okay. Rinse that off and get it ready for the next one. And there we have our lotion bar. Isn't that pretty? All right, we're going to keep you posted. All right, now this is our bee porridge soap, and we're using Essential Depot's honey fragrance oil. I'm not allergic to Essential Depot's fragrances. The only fragrance I've ever found that I'm not allergic to. And it gets a whole bottle, which is 4 ounces. So that's 2 ounces for a single batch, 4 ounces for a double batch. And it was 5 ounces of beeswax from the beekeeper, but I'm not 100% sure if I told you that. And there is a video that's just on this soap, if you want to make it. And God, this stuff smells awesome.
It does. It smells really good.
Lush makes a bear porridge soap, and they put these big chunks of oats in there. It hurts. I got reported.
It's not ground oats. It's just like plain rolled oats.
No, it's those hard oats that before they've been swelled and everything. It's those cut oats they call them. I forget what they call them. And I mean, it hurts. It's what everybody was reporting. Like when you watch the videos about it, and they're like, we love the smell, we love this and that, but boy, it hurts when you take a bath with it. So I was glad to stick with my ground organic oats. I need you to stir right quick these 3 here for me, please. All right. I got a thermometer up there.
I love the color of this one. I know she messed it up, but I love the color of it.
Oh, that's right. It's this one.
Okay.
That's the color that's supposed to be. It's just I'm supposed to have one crock pot with no color and one crock pot with color, like the bar 26 over there. And by the time you add the oats, the wax, the extra honey, the extra bee pollen,
a really big bar.
It is a big bar.
This one's at 160.
The number 5, both of these have got to be ready at the same time. So check and see if they're both ready. What's it at?
About 370.
All right, take it out of its crock. That'll help cool it down a little bit faster. And then the other one, put the lid on it, and that'll help it hold its.
Wash the lid. It's in the sink right now.
Aw.
It's getting washed.
Hold. You might try putting one of the oval lids. Sitting one of the oval lids on top of it. And
Stir this one again.
we're gonna do the same thing.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. Gonna do a little twist to our bee porridge soap. I like this little twist. It just gives a pretty appearance. It's easy to do. And ta-da, you've got something that looks good and you didn't have to work too hard for it. When you're making as much soap as I am at one time. Oh God, it smells good.
That's one of the newer ones too.
Oh, I forgot. This is the bee soap.
You gotta put that stuff on top.
Yes, I put the stuff on top.
The bubble wrap. Make it look honeycomb.
I forgot. We were supposed to do the honeycomb on this one. Let me get the camera right. Okay. All right. I was supposed to put this on here and I forgot. And sometimes this comes out really good for me, and other times it don't. I don't know what causes the difference. Let me set this one over here.
This one's at 160.
All right, we'll get the video camera on that one. What number is that?
It's number 38.
That's the eucalyptus and peppermint. Men love eucalyptus and peppermint, don't they?
They do.
So I just keep rubbing, trying to get the little doohickeys down in there. Because I know I ain't doing it exactly right. I'm doing something wrong because mine don't come out near as pretty as everybody else's. Pout! But there we go.
All right. Eucalyptus and peppermint. We're pouring it in.
Howdy!
You
Yeah,
got
got it on.
Will you get me a little spatula?
Yep.
This will open your sinuses for sure.
Yep. And we don't have enough molds.
They're all clean.
Oh, they're over there. They just hadn't got stacked up yet. All right. Oh, I'm blocking the camera. I bet you don't. Yes. All right, you take care of customers and I will finish them up.
My eyes are burning.
They left us. Tell them we was making soap. Jessie,
Yes, ma'am.
you know the TEA spoon? I don't know where it went.
Right down here on the
Has it been washed and ready?
Well, not this since you get the bee porridge.
Okay.
What benefits does the beeswax have in the bee porridge?
This beeswax comes from the bee man. And now he says that there's tuberculous, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, in the beehive. It is the glue and a natural antibiotic for the bees. They use it to glue things together, and it's also a natural antibiotic. All right. And he says that his beeswax that you get from him that's not been cleaned acts as a natural antibiotic. Now, how much of that you can get through the skin,
We don't know.
we don't know for sure. I'm not a scientist or anything, or I don't work in that field.
Since we use the rest of his bee products that are local, we added that.
Yeah, that's right. So, but also it makes your skin feel great. Now I know that. And so we've got his we've got his bee pollen, and it says online that bee pollen in soaps, I found that you did get benefit through the skin. I did read that when I first started putting bee pollen in soap, that it said that online. There's some white soap. And that started with bar number 6. That's where, when I first started putting bee pollen in soap. Oh, I swear I had that camera right and it got all screwy. Oh, I kicked it. Did you get me this? Did you wash that spoon for me? Where'd it go? I found it. And then we've got honey, which is a natural moisture lock. We've got the bee pollen, which it's stated online that bee pollen is good for the allergies, even through absorbing it through the skin. And we've got the tuberculous in the natural wax, which possibly could be a benefit to the skin in some way. So there you go. And the eucalyptus peppermint, men just love the way it smells. There we go. And on the eucalyptus peppermint, for a single batch, this is a double batch. For a single batch, it's 1 peppermint and 3 to 4 eucalyptus, depending on how strong you want the eucalyptus to be. Okay, guys, this is our checkered board, bar number 26. And I've got the camera as best I could so that y'all could see. And after I'm through stirring, I won't be so much in front of everything. And this is a secret recipe. I don't give this one out as to how much and what. It is a series of a whole bunch of different essential oils. That I came up with this signature scent. And so I don't give out exactly the recipe on this one, sorry. And it is loved by men and loved by women. So I call it the Gigolo Joe. Men love to smell that way, and their women love them to smell this way. And that seems to be a good selling point. Yeah?
You got the key.
Oh, I do. I got the key to the cash register in my pocket. Okay, and then we have these flat pieces of plastic, and we put those in here. They fit perfectly down in the mold. That was just a little bit, needs to be trimmed slightly. I got an extra. And so then we're going to take and plop some black in here, and let's see how well I got y'all looking. Hope that helps. So basically it's 3 spoonfuls, and then you put your hands in and you push it back.
You can just sit it all up here. I fill them all up with recycled bottles. You can just sit yourself on the bar. We have skippable bath bombs. We make sure that are all natural. Those are all consignment. We're 75 cents a pound. We have all cents. I was gonna ask you, they're all $1.50 on this table. The only one that's different is the Nod Johnson that's stuck here and they're $2.50. All of it. Yes, there's what's the Nod Chompa? Yeah. It's my favorite. It's the blue ones up there and the blue box is a mixture between sandalwood and Frankie Candy, which is very dairy. So yeah, we have just regular midnight plain oats.
And I accidentally got too much. It's not 3 overwhelming spoonfuls. I still only got 3 too much. Okay. It's 3 smaller spoonfuls. All right, now we're going to put the black on top of the white.
Yeah, that's why I like it. It smells really good and clean.
And the white on top of the black. Oop, put the spoon in the wrong place. We ordered a ton of those things and they just get gone faster, and we keep doubling our order every time we order them, and so we're going to triple the little booger again.
So if you have like a container, if you like it, I'll keep stopping. You have like your own like container, you sit by the back and you bring it in and we'll later on spread it with those. Oh, okay. Yeah, it does. I just can't get over all this stuff. I'm done with it.
And then you come in and you chop them off with whatever's left over.
It is. All of our soap has a lot in it. That's just the old fashioned way.
Okay. Try to get your board straight. Tap. Pull off any excess.
What is your, over here, because I can't, the ones you make back here, the big fridge, that's what we be calling it, Beeswax it, it smells.
It's hot. And somehow this one here, I got more white on this side, more black on this side, but it's best just to let it go and have an imperfection, then try to fix it, because this does not fix well. And then let me see what y'all can see here. Okay.
This one's a good though, whenever I get full sunshine, whenever when I feel like.
Then we're going to hold it up like this, and we're going to wiggle through it, and then give it a toss. Okay, there we go. 3 more number 26s. And ta-da. And I tried dividing this up between 4, and I found no success in that. Even though this is a double batch, I found that just filling it all the way to the top and doing 3 molds was perfect. And there you go.
That's the herb, we send it over here to you, see, this is the name of the herb, but it's balanced your cheese.
Why am I not? Aha, there it is.
Yeah, the lavender soap.
There it is.
These work really
Okay, now we're going to do bar number 1. And bar number 1 has tea tree, black cumin, and cedar wood to help with the smell. Because tea tree and black cumin is really great for autoimmune issue person's skin. And but it smells like bug spray, and so you put the cedar wood in there and it gives it a wonderful smell. And cedar wood's very benign. It's not harmful to fragile skin. And of course, black cumin is said to help the immune system. And you can do some research on that, health benefits of black cumin essential oil, and read pages and pages. The FDA has done many studies on black cumin themselves. There's been many studies where people were given black cumin, or what's called black seed oil, orally, and all the persons who took the black cumin, their T cells was improved by 70% during the study. I love black cumin. So this soap is good for people with leukemia, cancers. This is not a cure of any kind. It is good for people with autoimmune issues such as HIV, people with herpes. I think it's really great for the herpes rash. Many of my customers have told me that it really helps when they have breakouts. And so it's great for cleaning the skin of people that are very fragile. twist. I hope y'all can see. Yes. And there we have number 1. We only have 2 crock pots left. Woo!
What are you doing in here?
All right, guys, now we're going to do our adapted number 5. She says she's almost into Fort Payne. How many dogs does she have?
She rescues dogs and fosters dogs, so there's no telling at any given time, you know? And then she's got a couple that are just hers that she's rescued.
Uh-huh. Well, I do have the video camera going.
But I don't know. Yeah, but I do know she loves animals and she's really good with them. And
Yeah. Woo! My arms are wearing out.
I want to hear it. You will get no sympathy from me.
I know.
That is one good arm workout.
I'm telling you. I'm picking out the big chunks. It always seems to happen in that crock pot there. Those round ones that are big instead of the oval ones. The oval ones just don't do it like those round ones do.
Alright. So we do the crisscross with the thing.
Okay. Yes, let me show you that.
I got it. This is how we always do it, right?
Well, you gotta get it flat. And it's not flat right now.
Well, it's cooling quick. It's hard to get it flat.
No, I mean it didn't get full enough to get flat. Where's the little scraper? There we go. All right, get us up. Where's the board? There's the board. We're gonna have to take some of this one and put it right here. And I hope, yeah, they can see. And what we do is we get it flat like that. All right, and then do your crisscross.
That whole piece I just threw over.
Oh, okay. All right. And then, well, I'll take this one and I'll put some excess in here. Do we have any customers?
Yeah, she's still looking.
Okay.
Just check on
And we got to get, and by putting some of this hot soap in here too, we give us a nice cleaned off level that helps on the crisscrossing. All right, now get that one. All right, hand me that board. Oh, oops, sorry. All right. I'm gonna put this over here. that board in it and push it up.
They are. I like the rosemary tea tree, and I don't think they have it anymore. The lemongrass one's good.
There we go.
And these.
Now, all that was is she got it perfect. It was just not full enough. And it's got to come all the way to the top and be scraped off. So now we got it. We got it right.
And are these like this hard? They're candles.
All right. So now we're going to put the yellow on the bottom.
$35. We better stop right there, yeah. You're at 31.71. That's really good. Yes. All right, that's fine. We made. This is the last one. Can I come back on yet?
All right. After making this soap, your spirits gets lifted. This is our spirit lifter, bar number 5, and it will lift your spirits. It really makes, it's like a feel-good soap, I'm telling you. It is just awesome. And of course, we know certain essential oils are used in aromatherapy to lift the spirits. And different people fight over whether you can absorb essential oils through the skin. And whatnot. I was told at one point that peppermint essential oil was used as a catalyst to increase absorption in some medicated pads, you know, like those medicated strips like for smoking and stuff like that, you know, where you take medicine through your skin, by a guy that said he was a scientist in that field. He called me up one time. I gotta figure out where my TEA spoon is. All right. Yeah, you can see good.
We're still gonna have our soaps and some of our back products, but we're not gonna have as much like. We're gonna have a lot more incense and incense cleaner. I don't know why they're so low. They are free. We're coming in the air and stuff. No, I get my hair colored at the salon, honey, but beyond that, she's on her as well.
All right, and it causes more soap to get pulled this way, so you sort of give it a toss.
Put it in a deposit carrier or we? Really? Oh my God. When you feel like it's not working, let us know. Awesome. It's good to just do that every time. I'll be in about it every day.
herbal teas are awesome, aren't they, Jessie?
They are. And she's going through a divorce, so I gave her that cup of calm for a nerve.
Oh
calm
yeah,
and
cup of
relaxation.
calm.
So I told her, she's like, I'm so stressed. I told her that tea's gonna help her more than anything, ain't it?
Yep.
And I told her, I said, you can drink that as much as you need to. Right?
Yep. Have you got the essential oils out for the ones I need to do the blend? Aren't those pretty, guys? And there's our number 5s. All ready, and we are done.